Because
They are occupying the post of the minister. This cannot continue even for a day. I will not send it back. We will.
Right or wrong, this is the system which we have now assumed to ourselves as we the people. And when the courts try and breach the system, it's a very...
No, Manoj, I understand.
You know, that's what is worrying us. I
Manoj,
put it to you right up
quite frankly, a constitutional court should be worried, because if you create this as a precedent, it can happen in other situations as well, and that not be a good precedent. But I am not disputing that. Please, I am not. I know the limitations of a constitutional court. I know that, Manoj. But what has happened in this case, unfortunately, is that this has happened because of a judicial order. This would never have happened.
All right, we also go to this extent that, you know, if a situation transpires because of a judicial order, we are not saying that it has.
Yes, I understand that. I understand
your argument.
Yes.
And therefore, it's the duty of a court to rectify a situation which emerges as a result of its own order.
That's right.
All right. In various other contexts, we always say...
You have said that in several judgments.
Neminem gravibit.
Yes.
But assuming that is so,
yes,
and we place ourselves in the position in which the court was, say, immediately before the 27th.
Yes.
What would the court then have done? That, look, let the speaker decide. Keeping aside the issue of 2-day or 7-day notice.
Yes.
Let the speaker decide.
Yes.
So if we have to restore the position as it would have been, but for that order of the 27th, we would have said, let the speaker decide.
Yes.
Possibly, your argument would be, until the speaker is deciding, no trust vote. Let them take a decision first, and then, because the trust vote...
Because everything helped there after that happened because of this order.
But therefore, if you have to restore the situation as it stands immediately before the order, interim order of this court, we can restore it by saying that, well, the speaker has to take a decision.
Right, as a date.
Yes.
Had they incurred a disqualification.
Yes.
But it would be very difficult for us to take over that function.
Malaj, I don't mind, Malaj. Let that deputy speaker decide. I have no problem with that. That's what happened in...
Therefore, which deputy speaker?
The speaker, Malaj, who was denied the right to continue with the disqualification. This has happened in the other case.
So then we restore a putative state of affairs.
Yes, your lordships have done that.
Overtaken by events.
In Nabam Remia, your lordships have done exactly that. Exactly that. Because when I argued this before the Constitution bench then, I said, my lords, what is happening is you let things happen and then you will tell me later that we can't reverse it. He said, no, we will reverse it.
Kapilsibal, then you support Nabam Rebia's course of action when it suits you. And when Nabam Rebia is creating a problem, you wanted to...
No, Madhaj, that's because there are two different issues in Nabam Rebia, Madhaj.
All right.
Madhaj, I'm sorry, Madhaj.
Yeah.
You can't put that argument.
No, we're not at all.
There are two different issues. Madhaj, in fact, I was wondering when your lordships are going to decide to refer it to 7, because this is a real problem. Because that's intrinsically at the heart of the matter, which is why I said you take it up as a preliminary submission. Because ultimately this can only be decided.
But Mr. Sibal, look at the consequence. You today have a speaker. You have a speaker in a democratically elected house. Tomorrow you may have a speaker in parliament. Can the Supreme Court say, sorry, we are now overriding the mandate of this speaker. We will retrace our steps back to say now something which is 8 months ago, restore a speaker who is now no longer holding the office of the speaker, and we tell you, we now decide that somebody is the speaker.
He's still deputy speaker.
Huh?
He's still deputy speaker.
And ask that speaker,
but he's still deputy speaker
to take a consequence. I mean,
he's still deputy speaker. Well, all right. Well, one second. Hold on. You got a lot of hurdles to cross. But anyway, let me.
You're all very seasoned constitutional lawyers, but you know what is worrying us.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
What is worrying us?
Make a proposition that will in fact destroy the fabric of a constitutional structure that has been in place since independence, since we were a republic. I'm not going to do that. But see what has happened. First of all, the no stays. I mean, they are given time till 12th July. But more important, on the 29th, this court says that we will set aside everything that happens thereafter. See, Malas, where we are now. We say, please stay everything. Don't allow the trust vote to happen. Decide this matter. It could have been decided on the 12th of July. Then the court tells us, no, doesn't matter. On the 29th, all that is subject. Now your lordships are telling me, how can it be subject? Now your lordships are telling me, rightly maybe, that how can we go back on 27th? But that's exactly because of the two court orders. What do we do?
But the court order was also prompted by what your speaker did.
Now I said, you stay. Don't allow them to take the oath. Don't have a trust vote. We said that. Then on 29th June, that order is passed. Thereafter, all matters are placed.
Had your speaker chosen to follow the law by giving them 7 days
No,
notice,
the law is Naban Rabiam.
but
Law is hollow on.
the court would have said, all right, go and respond to the
Law is hollow on. I tell your lordship now, I can't in hindsight say what the court should have done was stayed everything, allow them to file a reply and allow after 12th of June for the speaker to decide. What is the problem? There was no problem. But the status quo changed. Whereas they were given time till 12th of July. All right, let them give time. Despite the fact that it is contrary to Holhorn, forget it. They should have been given time. They should have filed a reply. The deputy speaker would have decided, why allow the status quo to be changed? And that also, because a judicial order says, doesn't matter, even if the status quo is changed, we'll restore it back. So we had two judicial orders then. And now your lordship rightly puts now under the proceedings of the House, a new speaker has been appointed. But then you yourself said that we will deal with it. All that will be subject to.
So essentially, we'll therefore have to invalidate the trust vote which took place on the...
Because it was only on the basis of these 39
a trust vote which we will have to invalidate, a trust vote which never took place. So
No. Even the trust vote that took place on 4th is subject to, Malaz. I'm sorry. All other actions are subject.
My learned brother just...
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Just what,
Yes.
on your submission, that as per the interim order dated 29 June, correct, all subsequent proceedings are subject to ultimatum.
Yes.
Now see, factually, we have to consider that. On 29th, you challenge the trust vote to be held on 30th June.
Yes.
Correct? You challenge that only.
That's correct.
29th.
That's correct.
Correct? Now see the order, interim order which is passed by this court on 29th.
Right.
See, please read it.
Yes, I'll read it. What's an order compilation, Malaz? Let's see that.
That is, I think on page
7 of the order compilation. Volume
Orders compilation, volume 1.
volume 1.
Yes, I have it. PDF pages 7.
Order dated 29 June.
It starts, we'll just see, Malaz.
PDF 8 at 10. Para 8. Operated.
I'll just read it.
This is the PDF.
Yes. Page Malaz, the writ petition is ordered to be listed for hearing.
Para 8, maybe straightway you.
Right, having given a thoughtful consideration. That's the one?
Yes.
Yes. We do not find any ground to stay convening of the special session of the Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha tomorrow at 11 a.m. with the only agenda of a trust vote. The proceedings of the trust vote to be convened on 30th shall be subject to the final outcome of the instant writ petition as well as the writ petitions referred to above.
Correct?
Yes, and the special session of the Maharashtra Vidhan Sabha shall be conducted. So as well as writ petitions referred to above.
Okay, but what
Writ petitions referred to above is that
was the subject to ultimate outcome? The proceedings of the convening the meeting on 30th would be subject.
I agree.
Not all the
Malaz,
subject.
I don't dispute that. I am saying,
The fact remains that on 30th June, for whatever reason,
I had resigned earlier.
the trust
Lordship is right.
at all.
Your Lordship is absolutely right. But Malaz,
Your submission that all other, as per the order dated 30th June, all other subsequent will be subject.
Malaz, I just asked myself a simple question. Had I not resigned, that trust vote would have happened and I would have, the same thing would have happened.
Correct.
The same thing happened on the 4th.
Right, counsel.
The same thing happened on the 4th.
Provided the meeting would have been convened on 30th.
Well, the same thing happened on the 4th. The trust vote happened on the 4th. And that is also subject to. Writ petition was filed. Your Lordship said we will consider that. That will also be subject to.
No, we were on your submission.
Lordship is right. I mean,
Technically,
what my Lord is saying is absolutely right. I cannot have any two opinions. There can be no two opinions. But the fact is, in substance, it's the same thing.
that's it.
Whereas, yes, your Lordship is right. I mean, I can't get away from the facts. that he said, what's the point of going to these people are going to vote for him. That's exactly what happened on the 4th. That's why we challenged the 4th. That's also, the writ petition is here. So, are we going into the technicality or are we going into the substance of the matter? Whether these 39 could have voted in favor despite the whip. There is a whip issued, Maharaj, on the 3rd. Whip is issued on the 3rd that you vote against the trust vote. They did not. And who is the whip? Sunil Prabhu. Voted against the whip. So, Maharaj, where does it take us? It doesn't take us anywhere. So, he votes against the whip, and Maharaj, Gogavale is then appointed. He can't be appointed by the speaker. And Gogavale, they have issued, speaker has issued notice to us. Those notices can't be issued. I can't be subject to any disqualification proceedings. And my notice has been given by the speaker to me to be disqualified. Your Lordship will strike it down on the facts. So all these issues will have to be decided. Malad, I'm sorry.
Which are the issues that you want us to decide?
That's exactly what I just showed. It's true, Malad.
Yes, yes.
What your Lordships
That crucial
might or might not wish to decide.
No, the crucial facts which you have
It's not finished yet, Malad.
told us, leading to the 22nd.
Yes.
I think those are completed, right?
Yes, those are completed. Then what happens thereafter, Malad, another letter is, Malad, the letter of 22nd.
To the notices on the 10th schedule notices.
That's correct, that's correct. And thereafter on 24th, another notice. Then on 25th.
We are aware of.
Mr. Sibal, we were at page 55 of that.
You want me to
compilation.
finish that first,
So
Malad?
that, that part is over just for the sake of completeness.
All right, we'll do
Let
that.
me indicate those dates. And
Yes, we'll
can
do
just- Let's go to page 55. We were at page.
Yeah, I
PDF
just
page-
go back to my document, Malad.
Seems like
The convenience compilation of,
2, right?
Convenience compilation.
I got it.
2 at
we are at 49, Malad.